Hey guys, it's the board Whovian, and today I've got a really fun thing for you today. It's not just this video. I am beginning a new short but sweet series, a seasonal series no less, as it will be all about Christmas. But it wouldn't be a Doctor Who channel if I didn't sprinkle a bit of sci-fi in there, and this will be all related to the Doctor Who Christmas specials. This series, I'm calling it the 14 Days of Doctor Who, in which I will review each of the 13 episodes that have been released as Christmas specials from 2005 to 2017. Now obviously there's 13 specials, why make it 14 days? Well, that's because on day one, which is today, this is this door in your advent calendar per se, I will be ranking them all from what my memory of them is. I haven't watched any of them in a while, so the whole premise of this series would be I will rank them on day one, and I will watch all of them, and we'll see how my opinion changes of them over time, and whether I think they've moved. So in the final video, I will review the most recent one, which is Once Upon a Time. And I don't know whether in that video I'll say what my new ranking is, or if I'll do a separate video for it. I think I might just put them in the Once Upon a Time video, which should come out on Christmas Eve, as this should be coming out on the 11th of December, if I've done it right. This should be coming out on the 11th of December, and them all coming out day after day after day until Christmas Eve. That's the plan. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy this series, and yeah, on with the video. Okay, so for this video I will be using tier lists. Yeah, I just thought it'd be a really easy way of just showcasing all of it. So yeah, I had to do a specials ranking, not a Christmas specials one, because the Christmas specials one that I found didn't include the snowmen for some reason, so it probably counted it as part of Series 7, which I don't exactly agree with entirely. It is a Christmas special. So I went on this one, so I will have to ignore Resolution in this specific ranking, which, you know, that's not a big deal. But yeah, so why not start off? So we're going to do it in chronological order, so let's start off with the Christmas Invasion. Now, obviously it's the first Christmas special. It is David Tennant's first ever episode, or first full episode as the Doctor. I think it's quite good. And I'm not going to rank these based on how Christmassy they are or anything. I'm going to rank them on how I viewed them as episodes. What would I give them out of 10? I mean, I'm not going to say specifically, I don't really know, but it's not like the best episode ever, which is where I'd put S. Like, S is like, well, maybe not Heaven Sent, because I don't think any of the Christmas specials are Heaven Sent, but you know what I mean? Like, I do think it's quite good. I'm going to put it in A. I think it's a very good episode. Sure, the Doctor's not really in it, which I find a lot of people criticise it for, but I'd criticise that on the basis of it being a Doctor's first episode. As an episode in its own right, I think it's a very good episode. And I think, despite not liking Rose in Series 2, I think Rose does very well in this episode. I think it's a very good episode. So yeah, that's where I'm just fine putting it there. I mean, I might move it later on, but we'll see. So next is, bloody hell, where is it? I'm looking and I can't find it. Ah, there, The Runaway Bride. So with this one, I think it's, I don't, is it as good as Christmas Invasion, or is it a bit below it? Thing is, I think they're probably around the same quality. They're both as fun as each other. I think The Runaway Bride's just a fun little romp. Maybe the runaround leading up to the spider coming around, but the emotional, like, nature of the story with Donna, and Donna's quite good. I'm going to put it in B for now and see how I think later on. Okay, next is the Next Doctor. I'm going to put this in C, purely because I think it's fun. Actually, no, I'll put it in B. I quite like the Next Doctor. I think it's a fun little episode. I really like Jackson Lake, the whole tease of it being the Next Doctor, and the Cybermen. I'm annoyed the Cybermen's voice changes a little bit and it's a bit worse, but I quite like it, and I do like a historical story in the fact that it's Victorian London. So, next, okay, End of Time. Where do I rank this one? Okay, so with this episode, with this episode, I think a lot of people say part 1 is bad and part 2 is the good one. I watched it very recently, and I've got to say I disagree. I think both parts are very good. Now, obviously, it's not entirely a Christmas special, as part 2 is aired on New Year's Day. However, because part 1 was a Christmas special, I'm going to argue both are, as one. And I think it's brilliant. I love The End of Time. It's the only episode of Doctor Who which will make me cry every single time I watch it. And that still works, as when I watched it recently, that is exactly what happened. But moving swiftly on, A Christmas Carol, the first of Moffat's. And I think this works quite well. Well, I will say, I haven't watched it in a long time, but from memory, it does a good service of, while giving credit to A Christmas Carol as like its basis of where it got its ideas from, but also pushing it into a Doctor Who plot. Michael Gambon's really good in it. And the plot of like changing a man's life just to save Amy and Rory, I think it's just a fun little Christmas episode. It's very nice, and it goes through like it really gives you a very Christmassy vibe. It's the first which really gives a Christmassy vibe, other than the others which are just kind of Runaway Bride is just set at Christmas, Christmas Invasion is just set at Christmas, The Next Doctor is just set at Christmas, End of Time is just set at Christmas. Whereas this one isn't. This one is very Christmassy. But going on, the next one is The Doctor Widow and the Wardrobe. And I don't know how my review's going to go when I watch it, because I'm going to hope it moves up in my estimations, because right now, it's going here. I really didn't like it. I think that might just sum up my thoughts of Doctor Who during this era. I really did not like it. I didn't like this one. I was really annoyed by Claire Skinner, because I was really looking forward to her being in this episode, and the episode let me down. I don't really like the child actors. They don't really do it for me. I don't care for them. But yeah, it doesn't really do it for me, this episode. I'm sorry, the whole wooden forest and everything, it's like Narnia, but I just didn't like this episode when it came out. I can't reason too much, because I haven't watched it since it's broadcast, but hopefully when I watch my review it can jump up maybe to C or B. But yeah, it's going in D for now. But next is The Snowmen, and I'm putting it in the exact same spot. Reasoning being, this is an era of Doctor Who I despise with a raging passion. Clara, I already find irritating in this. Sorry, it's not Clara. It's Victoria and Clara. I don't like the Paternoster gang really that much. So yeah, naturally, this one doesn't do it too much for me. Just a list of things. Just really don't like this one. Next is Time of the Doctor. I've just realised we have to skip all the other specials like Wolves to Mars and Planet of the Dead. But yeah, so Time of the Doctor. Obviously, it's a regeneration episode, very similar to End of Time, which obviously I've ranked very highly. However, this one I don't really like, and I'm going to be perfectly honest here. It just feels like they just chucked villains at it. Like the Weeping Angel show up for 5 seconds. The Daleks are in it. I'm like, this isn't a Dalek episode. It doesn't feel like a Dalek. The Daleks are just in it at some point. The Silents have a cameo. Like the Sidemen are in it. There's a wooden Sideman for some reason. I'm like, what? Why? That doesn't really make... What? And yeah. And then the Doctor regenerates at the end. And I remember Tom Baker... why did I say Tom Baker? God, I'm like having an absolute fit here, but when Matt Smith announced he was leaving, I was not that sad. I was kind of looking forward to the next one. And this is the only time I've had a regeneration story and watched a regeneration story live and gone, oh, I really can't wait. I really can't wait for the end. Like, the entire episode, I was just waiting for Peter Capaldi to show up. But, yeah, I do think the ending's quite good, though. The ending does make me cry a little bit, even though I'm not too fond of the episode and the era, but it did make me cry a little bit, because it is Matt Smith talking. It's not the 11th Doctor, it's him talking about the role. So next Christmas special is Last Christmas. And I don't know, I remember it being okay. The whole jumping from dream to dream to dream annoyed me quite a bit. Nick Frost is funny in it. Dan Starkey's not actually playing a Sontaran in it. Clara is going through the PTSD, which you finish off in Series 8, as the Doctor's lied to Clara and Clara's lied to the Doctor, and Clara's dealing with Danny Pink's death. I'm going to put it in B. Now, I don't know. Part of me was telling me I should put it in C, but I don't know. Just talking about it made me think I should put it in B. Just explaining it to myself. Husbands of River Song. I'm going to put this in C, perfectly for the reason that I like the ending. The ending's very nice. Very similar to Time of the Doctor. The ending with him and River is very emotional. It's very heartwarming. However, everything that gets you there, all the just stupid running around, really don't like. And Nardole, I really don't like in this story. But obviously they make him a lot better in future stories. Which is also in this one, Return of Doctor Mysterio. Now, a lot of people may say this is awful, they don't like it. I actually quite like this one. I think it's really fun and silly, and it's obviously mocking like superhero films. It's not superhero films, but comics in general, with like the tropes of like he's in love with like a journalist, and like it's very like Superman and Spider-Man kind of plots, kind of. And I just think I love it. It's fun. It's so fun. I think it's just very fun. And Capaldi's just eating the scenery. It's brilliant. Nardole's less annoying here, and Nardole really does only get better, as you see in Series 10. Oh my god, I've just realised something. I'm going to leave this in. I forgot about Voyage of the Damned. I'm an idiot. Okay, Voyage of the Damned, I'm being perfectly honest, goes here. Oh god, I feel so bad. Despite being someone who loves the Tenant era, I forgot about Voyage of the Damned. Voyage of the Damned is one of my favourites. Okay? So that's going up here. That Voyage of the Damned, I love it. I think it's fantastic. It's just a great film. Is it that Christmassy? A little bit. But like, the Tenant ones really aren't that Christmassy. They're more focused on just, let's just have a fun special at on Christmas Day and just set it at Christmas, which is the case with all of them. Next, Twice Upon a Time. Yeah, I'm putting this one an A. I really like this one. I think it really sums up Capaldi's character really well and ties it off with a nice little bow. There is obviously the moments with the First Doctor, with David Bradley's First Doctor, which are, showing him off to be a bit sexist, which are a bit, odd. It's not the best way of portraying the character, but looking over that, I think there are some good moments with him. Bill coming back, I questioned it, but I didn't mind her in this episode, and the explanation they give. They find a very suitable way of bringing Clara back for a little moment and giving him his memories back, which is a nice way of ending his character there. And then you have Nardole come back for a little moment, and I remember the first time watching it when Nardole comes back and just says, "Hello, sir." It's just really nice moment, and the fact it's just a story about him restoring his faith in the universe and himself. And I love the fact that despite the constant pledge to not let himself die and to regenerate, even at the end they go, "It's your choice. You can do it," and let him walk into the TARDIS, and for all they know, he will kill himself, and not kill himself, but let himself die, and he eventually decides, "No, I'm going to regenerate," and I do love it for that. But yeah, that is it. That is the first day done, so 13 more to go. Hopefully you enjoyed it, but yeah, this was pretty much just this was meant to be just an introduction video, so I'd explain it, but I thought that wouldn't take too long, so I thought I'd also add on this little ranking kind of tier list kind of thing, just so it kind of displays what my thoughts are on the episodes now, whether I can change them, which I've already explained. But yeah, hopefully they all go up in my estimations, and I prefer them even more. Maybe I'll have to make an extra tier, and even better than S tier if I prefer End of Time. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the episodes. Comment below, what your favourite Christmas special is at the moment. Are you going to do some rewatches as well? I'm really happy I'm doing this because it's also going to get me into the Christmas mood, I think, which is really nice because I do love this time of year. It's my favourite time of year. Christmas is the best day of the year, by far, hands down. And I really hope Doctor Who has Christmas specials again with Russell T Davies coming back. Maybe we can get Christmas specials back. I'd love that. But, we've just got to wait and see whether that happens. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this. Comment below. So I've said comment below. Can you like the video? That would be really nice. Subscribe if you're new. Ding the bell for notifications if you're subscribed so you know when I'm uploading. As well, I've got the Instagram at the _board_Whovian, which is also linked to my YouTube account. You can find that in the about of my YouTube channel. And yeah, that's all my links and everything. I just want to finish off. Merry Christmas. So yeah, season's greetings. Have a good one. This is just brilliant. I'm so glad it's this time of year. I must add, by the way, I'm obviously pre-recording this. I'm recording this at the moment. Oh my god, I've just looked at the time I'm recording it. It is 23:59 on the 30th of November. So I am a minute away. Oh, there we go. It's the 1st of December. And there we go. Yay. So it's just hit midnight. I'm not going to open it now. I'm going to wait for when I wake up in the morning. Because I've got to get up early because I've got to do some other stuff which I might mention sometime. It's not Doctor Who related, but it's other stuff I do. But yeah, really happy with that. So I've been the Bored Whovian, and this has been day 1 of the 14 days of Doctor Who. See you around.